Vector OA is 4, 3. Vector AB is 8 minus 7. Vector AC is minus 3, 6. Find the modulus of OB. The modulus of vector OB is just the length of vector OB. We are not given vector OB in the question, so first we need to come up with vector OB. Vector OB can be found from vector OA plus vector AB because vectors don't care about how you get there, they only care about the beginning and the end. Now that we know that vector OB is 12 minus 4, 12 minus 4 is going to the right horizontally by 12 and going down by 4. So the overall displacement represented by the red arrow is OB, and we want to find the length of OB. Movement in the horizontal direction and movement in the vertical direction makes a right angled triangle, so we can always find the length of any vector by using Pythagoras. 12 squared plus minus 4 squared should equal the length of OB squared. Therefore, we can find the length of OB by doing the square root of 12 squared plus minus 4 squared. Find vector BC. We are given vectors OA, AB, and AC. So we can go from point B to point C by going from B to A first, then going from A to C. Therefore, vector BC should equal vector BA plus vector AC. We don't have vector BA, but vector BA is just the opposite of vector AB. Therefore, vector BA is equal to minus AB. Vectors AB and vectors AC are both given in the question, so we have what we need to find out vector BC. PQRS is a parallelogram with diagonals PR and SQ intersecting at X. PQ is equal to A and PS is equal to B. Find QX in terms of A and B. Give your answer in its simplest form. The question says that PQRS is a parallelogram with diagonals PR and SQ intersecting at X. This means that X is the midpoint of SQ and also the midpoint of PR. This means that vector QX should be half of vector QS. Vectors don't care about how you get there as long as the beginning point and the end point is the same. So we can go from Q to S by going to P first, then from P we go to S because we know the vectors for this pathway. So vector QS equals QP plus PS, which equals minus PQ plus PS, which we know the values too. Therefore, vector QS is equal to minus A plus B. And we already know that vector QX is just half of vector QS. Therefore, QX is equal to half of minus A plus B.